Is it like reversed? Welcome back.
Yeah, talk to them while I tell everybody else.
Try to
in the old video.
Get everybody back over here. If anybody has that chat open from the old video, please remind them to go over to this new one. You should have received a new notification.
If your notifications are on.
Yeah, if your notifications are on, but some people might not have them on.
So go to our YouTube page, and it should show you the live stream going now.
Yep, hopefully.
But I don't think that's going to help. Yeah. The people who are watching this already found us. The people who haven't. Oh, look, there's a whole bunch of them.
Wow.
Oh, guys. Wow, guys. You guys found us.
us.
If any of you still have the old chat open, if you could tell everybody how you got over here that hasn't joined us. For those of you that are just getting here, we had some technical difficulties on OBS service. The only time we have internet interruptions like that is when we're using OBS. So I'm crossing my fingers that this works just fine. I like using the OBS better than the YouTube live functionality, but hopefully everybody can make it over. We've got 48 people. We had 95 people in the old chat, in the old live. So I'm hoping we can get them all back. Hopefully. Oh, that was so close to getting to 100.
We're like mirror image.
We are, but they're not.
So they're seeing
us normal. Okay. I believe
it's different. I'm like seeing reverse image on the screen, but that's of no consequence.
OBS is a program we use to run our live shows. It has a lot more options.
Sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate.
So Big Bear, hey Big Bear! Big Bear says Streamlabs OBS is better, and since we have changed, no more buffering. Oh, that's good to know. I'll have to ask my son to set that up for me.
Okay.
It was 98. Oh, we were so close to 100, Ryan. I know. We have never had dance pepper. Yes, some succulents are, but not all. So you'll have to research each one, but there are definitely edible succulents.
So we have
actually, what's that one? Purslane is a succulent. Yeah. That's very, very edible. It's a wonderful forage food.
So and
you're looking good, Ryan.
In less than 30 minutes on the last one, we had almost 100 people. And now we have 30 more minutes. So
Howie, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Bonterre Homestead.
Yeah, that's even with my hydraulic oil stains on my shirt that barely show up, even though I washed it 20 times.
Kilted Gardener, I am going to show your post, even though I don't know what you're referencing.
Let's hope it's appropriate.
No, he's. I met him in person. Hey, Vena Troll Slayer. I was just talking about how the quail eggs have been put into lockdown tonight.
I also have a Putin princess.
So anyway, we were almost at 100 people watching our live show when it shut down. We had a bad internet connection through OBS, so we switched to the YouTube live. So yes, being a troll slay at lockdown, and they all felt heavy. So I am crossing my fingers. There was one that I was like, Ryan, did you see that? It's moving. It's moving. So they're due to hatch, I think, in 2 or 3 days or something like that. I don't know. I somebody told me about this new app, or maybe it's not new, but it's Hatched or something like that. I think it's the name of the app. And I put in there that I was so let's go ahead and talk.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a message from my moderator. So
Paige, I see that you asked, did I try a new scope out? I have sort of. I mounted it to the rifle while hollers were here. So Ben and I both looked through it and stuff like that, but we didn't get to shoot. We didn't have time to shoot. I've been working every single day. I've been driving. It's driving season. Today was my only day off since last week. So,
this isn't even live chat. I gotta.
Yeah. I need to get some ammo so I can sight a few rounds. Like really,
Is anybody else having buffering? Alan Travis says it's buffering. Alicia McNamara says April Hill says slightly choppy. Well, maybe it isn't a OBS issue. Maybe it's a issue with our local internet. I know my shire have been doing a 73% hatch rate from other people that have gotten eggs the last couple of weeks. So you should be getting a good rate, even if you got them a day or two late. I think they're going to be good. I think that's going to be a really good hatch rate. Okay, so some people are getting choppy and some people aren't. Don't know why it would only affect some people. But anyway, we'll just, if it gets too choppy, let me know if it's like really bad. If it's just a little bit of buffering, we're just going to keep rolling because we've dealt with worse than that, haven't we? Yeah. With some internet issues in the past, but we haven't had any in a while. So how is everyone tonight? As we were talking earlier, we're feeling really excited about the fun, exciting times that we had with the haulers. It went by too fast, you know. I wish they could have just stayed. We had so much fun with them.
Yeah, I worked on the whole time they were here, so I got to hang out with them in the evenings and then a little bit this morning. I need to stop that. Guys.
Rowan, don't do that again. I hope that wasn't too loud, me screaming at my... No, we haven't made a new brooder yet. Yeah. You know, they stay in a tub for the first couple of days to get them chips, because I like to be right on top of them those first couple of days to make sure they're eating and drinking.
And by tub, she does mean the bathtub. Inside of a Rubbermaid.
Yeah. Big Bear Homestead said they are awesome. Loved it when they were here. Can't wait for them to come back. Yeah. I'm thinking that Georgia will be high up on the list. You know, I think it's a good location. I think it's a good place for them. And I hope that they end up at least close enough that we can have visits more often than just once a year at the Homestead of America's conference. Because I know I'll at least see them then. So that's awesome. Georgia is beautiful. And you guys didn't even see it in its prime. So if you had come in like the spring or early summer, you would have been sold. And North Carolina is what I've been telling them since they started this trip, that they're probably going to end up in the Carolinas. The Carolinas are beautiful.
Well, I feel like there's enough YouTubers that are already there. Like, I think there needs to be more here in Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, like it needs to be distributed better.
Big Bear, that's a great idea. If they split the difference between us, then we can all have a meetup at their place and have fun. That would be fun.
Wow, we're back up to 68 people in the new.
I've never heard of anybody making their own quail food, but I would be really curious to hear about it. The problem is quail food is pretty much ground to dust when they start out. So I don't know what you would use for that. Because we try to get the non-GMO corn and soy free when it's available. It's not always available. Yes, so 2019 Homesteaders of America Conference. Who's coming? Farmer and Quail Hollow will definitely be there. It's in her backyard. I'm sure Big Bear Homestead will be there. Tim Beverly will be there. I know Part-Time Permies will probably be there. Willow Creek is hoping to be there. Hollers are going to be there. I'm going to be there. Ryan hopefully will be there. And obviously Bonchair Homestead, if our farmsteader doesn't move out of the country, I need you to be there to hold my hand. I'm going to be nervous. If you know. Okay, so the conference is in Virginia. It's a lot of fun.
Hootenanny.
The Hootenanny's in Michigan. That's too far for us. I would love to go.
I have family in Michigan, so.
You do?
Yeah. I have an aunt that lives in Michigan.
Little Creek Homestead's going to try to be there. Someone throw one on the West Coast. There's hopes that could happen someday, PG Nano Farm. There's hopefully going to be more opportunities for other conferences in the future. Ryan needs to come to the conference next year. Yeah. Ben wants you there. They bonded, y'all. They bonded.
It's hard to get away. I'd like to.
Our farm sitter, if she doesn't move out of the country, he's coming with me. So, and so far I haven't heard anything about her leaving the country yet. So,
Yeah, it's like I could. I don't know when your hootenanny is, or I could always.
yeah, you go out for the hootenanny,
Yeah.
and I'll go to the HOA. That's a good idea. I didn't think about sending Ryan on his own to one of these things.
She's scared too.
I am. Look at this face. Wouldn't you be scared to let it go out in public? I gotta keep him. He's all mine.
I didn't think that's not what I thought when I said you were scared to.
Well, also because you might turn it into, what did you call it? The after hours Wholesome Roots turns into what? Tainted roots.
Tainted Roots, the 21 and up after hours version.
Look what you started, man.
We're real people.
My quail brooder is a crib, and I love that. Did we have another crib?
We have 2 cribs. The brooder is a crib,
and then
the quail hutch.
But now that you know what, now that we have those other hutches, we can move those adult ones out of that crib, into their hutches.
True.
And then we can put the new ones in there. We might just have to put like a feed bag on the bottom because their feet can't go through the wires, and put bedding on top of the feed bag.
That's the thought.
Oh, wow. Thank you for
Genius.
saying that, because it made me think outside the box. My brain isn't working very good. My brain isn't doing good at all. I haven't had thyroid meds in 2 days, and I was on a half dose for 5 days before that, and it's back ordered. So did they say when? Xavier, wouldn't that be fermented roots? I love that. Will you bring some home roots? Oh, you will. Yeah. Well, when Ryan pulled out his water bottle, he has a gallon jug that he carries around for water. And, there was a few comments about, that we were people questioning what was in that bottle. It was water.
It's water.
Is it buffering for many people? See, that's one thing I don't like about using YouTube. A little green red light to tell me if I'm buffering or not.
I thought there was a thing.
Sorry, guys. On this, I don't see.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Well,
what time and when? I vote for fermented roots. 79 watching. We must not be buffering that bad. Oh, no buffers this page. Thank you, Paige. Okay. Try not to tell me if it's only a tiny bit, guys, because I start getting panic. I start thinking about closing the window so I can start it again. 80 watching. Yay. 80. Come on, people. Are you guys telling all your friends? You sent them a text message or a Marco Polo and said, come check it out. All right. Rose, what do you use in your crib to stop the quail from going between the bars? Oh, we put a layer of chicken wire, because at first we were using it for chicks. Little chicks, and then we had to do welded wire,
hardware cloth.
That's what I mean, welded wire, hardware cloth. Sorry. Yep. What size is it? Half inch, quarter inch?
Quarter inch. It's the quarter-inch hardware cloth. It's great.
Xavier, I might have a video already on how to ferment root vegetables. Did I do a video when we made all those fermented radishes? I didn't, did I? I don't think I did make a video. I do have a basic ferment video for pickles using cucumbers, but it can be used on any vegetable. Okay, so where was I? Where was I?
All right.
So we had a blast. We had lots of fun. Can't wait to do it again. Kimchi's delicious. I like making kimchi with lots of other different things than the traditional kimchi. Just adding in, I added in shredded carrots. I added in daikon radish, just an assortment of things to get a nice spicy blend. It's really good.
I love kimchi.
I'm going to come get some, Big Bear. You sharing with us too?
Yes, we have cooked radishes like turnips.
We do that all the time.
They're wonderful.
Yeah, we were supposed to do that last night for the haulers, and we forgot. The radish are sitting on the porch.
Radishes
we were going to do roasted radish and completely forgot.
Quail are like radishes of the bird world.
Goat question. Let's talk about selenium blocks, to use or not to use. You could try using them and it might have some help, but goats don't have rough tongues. So blocks don't work for them. They can't get enough off of the block with their tongue. So it could be ineffective, I guess. And it might just be melting in the rain and humidity. Mineral that has selenium in it anyway, then it wouldn't hurt to have the selenium blocks as long as they're not salted. Because if they're salted, they're going to be licking that more than their minerals. And they're just, it's just will be imbalanced. I have been waiting for you guys to come for a year now, Rose. Come get some. No, you come here.
Yeah.
We don't drive well. Well, we do, but we don't have vehicles. Just driving to Atlanta is kind of scary in our vehicles. That his doesn't have tires and mine doesn't have anything. Mine's just waiting to just fall apart as we drive down the road. The person I got my baby goats from never mentioned needing to bottle feed them. Oh no, 8 to 9 weeks old. They absolutely should still be on a bottle.
Yeah, totally.
They should be on a bottle till they're 12 weeks old. They may have weaned them early. You probably won't be able to get them on a bottle if they've been off of it. You could definitely try. It would not hurt. I'm so sorry about that. That's something that any good breeder should not do, is sell a goat before 12 weeks. If you sell a goat before 12 weeks off of the bottle, you're doing a disservice. If they're on the bottle and you sell them before 12 weeks, that's okay. But that's a disservice to the animal, big time. I apologize for their mistake. And it's not going to be horrible. It's not going to be life-threatening, but it's going to be a setback. So I'm sorry.
All right.
No, you don't want to mix powdered milk in with feed.
No.
That's not a good idea. Powdered milk of any kind isn't good for goats. It's not going to be good in their rumen. Sorry, we've got 84. Sorry, did I lose some people?
We had 91. Come on, keep that fire going. I think it's because you said something about powdered milk, and they're like,
trying to learn some new tricks. Got to keep pace with you guys. And bring friends. We will have a fire. That sounds awesome.
We still have not had a fire. And
how big is a half dose of what is called what you are taking for your thyroid? 2 pills is what I've supposed to take. When I started out the first month, I was on 1 pill per day. And then at my 1 month appointment, I wasn't having enough improvements. So he bumped it up to 2 per day. So he, we don't have a farm sitter either, really. I mean we do, but we got to save it for family reunions and conferences. Don't want to overextend our.
Yeah, it's tough deciding when to cash that in.
Yeah, it is. It is. We don't want to overextend it, I think I was in the middle. Oh, thyroid meds. Sorry, my 94, 95. We're back up, guys.
We're close. Come on.
Woohoo! 5 more people. Go invite all your friends to come check out this live show.
You got any extra devices?
I'm going out and coming back in. I hope it stops the buffering here. Sorry. Rose, you just get to Jonesboro and I'll drive to Elberton. Hey.
Yeah, that's not that far.
Yeah, that would be a little more doable, wouldn't it? Jonesboro is still pretty far, though.
Not really. South of Atlanta.
Yeah, but you have to go through. You have to go up to Atlanta and over 20.
You get off on the Union City exit and you can go to Jonesboro.
The old jobs headquarters was in Jonesboro, and I had to go there for meetings, and it was like over an hour.
You can go to Jonesboro.
It was over an hour.
It's not that bad.
Hey, y'all, it's time for a hitchhiking blue man. What's that mean?
Hit the thumb up.
Oh, whoa, that was clever, Xavier. Girls, all baby goats do not need to be bottle fed, correct? No. If they're dam raised, if they're they need to have milk through 12 weeks.
So yeah, if they have a
They don't have to be bottle fed. None of my goats are bottle fed besides Autumn and Fluffernutter. Gas is rained down there all back here in the southwestern North Carolina. Is it raining? Is that what? I'm sorry. They were never bottle fed. They should take them back till they are 12 weeks. No, if they were, it depends on how long if they were never bottle fed, I would leave them with mom until 12 weeks. But if they've been separated with mom for very long, mama won't want them back. And they may not be able to do that. That may not be be best to try to get them on a good goat milk or a goat specific formula or cow milk.
after the show.
Mama, I want eggnog.
You want eggnog?
Yeah.
After the show's over.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to scroll through the comments. If you have any questions, put it in all caps. We have 98 people watching. We are two people
close.
away.
Like, we didn't even know that we were going to have this goal tonight. So it's so exciting.
This is exciting.
It's like 99.
Oh my gosh. we just are like, we just want to hit that 100 just to hit it.
Just so we can say, we did it. We did it.
100. Look at it. 100. We have 100 people watching us. Oh, Big Bear Homestead wants some eggnog too. Did you hit a thumbs up? Liam is saying thumbs up. 103.
If I can save up enough quail eggs, I will make my homemade eggnog, which is fantastic.
No, you have to do that with duck eggs.
Yeah, I did it with duck eggs.
Oh, the best eggnog we've ever had was with duck eggs. I have 2 accounts logged in. You guys are so awesome just to give us that exciting feeling.
Well, hey, we're still over, even though there's
102.
Look
Yeah.
at my funny face.
Look at your funny face. Okay. Ooh, that's a funny face. Oh, you guys are so awesome.
All right. Can you dig a little bit deeper? Can we get to...
No. We're good. Thank you for that. That was good. That's a good... We've never made it over 80.
I know.
This is awesome. Thank you, guys. You just boosted our ego a little bit. Make a video on eggnog.
If I get enough
You
eggs,
need
I
to.
will.
But we can't get raw Jersey cream again.
Oh,
That's what we
yeah.
use for that raw Jersey
That's
cream.
when I was working at the dairy.
It was the best thing we've ever had in our
And,
life.
Yeah, I had access to cow's milk all day.
Eggnog video.
And sheep's milk,
We've got
but,
several
yeah,
people that want it.
That Jersey cow raw milk, man, that was something else. That was good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
We were
Hey,
getting
Tara!
so much of it. They're like, please take this home for your family. I'm like, okay.
Hey, thank you, Carla.
Thank you.
Congrats on 100.
Wow, we're at 111 now.
Oh, whoa, 111.
112. It just keeps...
This is so exciting, you guys. They love us. Oh, part-time permies. Or if you were here earlier, right? No, I'm sorry if I say things funny or if I'm using the wrong words or if I forget what I'm saying in the middle of something. It's because of the thyroid meds. So I apologize. I need to adopt your kids as grandchildren. I'm hitting up all my favorite channels because it ain't never gonna happen if I don't adopt some. But you can have them. We'll send them to your house for the weekend, though. We've been wanting to have them.
I want a whistle.
You want to whistle? No whistles up
Ben's
here.
headed out. Good night, Ben.
Ben, thank you for joining us. And Meg. Oh, no, you got to get down. That's not a whistle anyway. That's a USB drive.
I don't want to sit down.
Okay, can you sit down then?
Well,
Because
here,
you're
come
standing
sit on
on my
my
leg.
Mommy used to do
I will
we
be
used to-
moving on the 6th of December to Utah. The towns are so
Gotcha.
close to Salt Lake, I can't tell the difference in some, so Jonesboro can't be that bad.
All right.
Deborah
Hey,
Sanders,
thanks.
thank you so much. I appreciate that donation. We really, really appreciate it. All right, everybody wants eggnog now, Liam.
I
See
know.
what you started?
Rowan started it.
Thyroid medicine, but what's my excuse for it? I don't even want to laugh with you, Music Well, because it very well could be your thyroid. Thyroid is very common
Ow,
and
my
very underdiagnosed. Very hard to find a doctor that actually looks at the proper levels for thyroid issues. Good night, Big Bear. hopefully we'll talk to you soon, and we'll try to squeeze a visit some point this year. Okay, thank you. Question: when you have your baby goat, the cow's milk, and it got sick, was it the first time you did that? And do you know why it made the baby goat sick? This goat's got a lot of issues. So no serious big issues.
You want some?
She's just very, very fragile and sensitive to everything. I mean, if even one thing is off in her world, she tends to go downhill. So I can't say that. So all of the goat breeders that I know, if they don't have goat milk to use from their goats, fresh raw milk, the first thing they will go to is whole cow milk from the grocery store before even using a formula that's made for goats. If you can't find, if for some reason you're not comfortable using whole cow milk from the grocery store, you can buy formula. So many of these formulas cause scours and kill animals. I've watched numerous animals struggle for their lives on these formulas. The farm that we worked at, I personally worked at it for 6 years. Ryan was there for 4. They would use substitute formula all the time, and it was so sad. It was really difficult. The only baby goat my mom ever lost was because she put it on goat formula. So most goat formulas are multi-species, where they're designed for any old ruminant, and most of them have soy in it. Those two things will absolutely ruin their rumen, and cause them scours and possibly death. But if you find one that has no soy and is species specific, like purely for goats, you have a lot better chance of getting them on that. If you have no other choice, you have to use that. So, somebody said that they use store-bought milk but they didn't grow to the size they should have. Of course, raw goat milk's always going to be the best choice. It's just like breast is best, I mean, but fed is fed. So you do what you have to. You can buy carton goat milk in the grocery store. Do not use that. That is ultra pasteurized, unless you live in a state that allows raw goat milk sales. That's different. But the one that's sold in the grocery stores here, the canned goat milk and the refrigerated one and the powdered one are all extremely stripped of all of their beneficial characteristics. Ultra pasteurized milk is like poison. Do some research on ultra pasteurized milk, and you'll see there's a lot of evidence out there that it's really, really, really not a good thing to digest. So raw, I don't even want to ask. Ryan's in there. Something big just fell. Hi, Rose and Ryan, and I'll just pop in to help the numbers. Loving the show. Thank you, Sally Spencer. You can raise horses on goat milk, right? There's goat milk is the one milk that you can give to any mammal and survive, make them live and thrive on it. I have a whole milk bottle baby recipe that I use, and I have never had issues. Rose, I think we may be friends on Facebook. If anyone wants to tell me, they can message me. Awesome. Thank you, Kayla Smith. So yeah, some people will do where they remove a cup of the milk and they'll add in like a yogurt or a buttermilk or something like that to give a little bit of fermenting action there to help with probiotics. But straight up regular red top whole cow milk. Do not do skim or 2%. I am a 5th generation woman in my family who has thyroid disease. Oh, Dance Pepper, I'm sorry. That's hard. I fear for my children. I think I've already seen some symptoms in my older 2. So, of course, their primary care physician doesn't do the proper testing. They just do the flat, blood panel that tests thyroid, tests the TSH, tell you about Hashimoto's and other things with your thyroid. If I need to, I could try horse milk for goat babies. I wonder if that would work. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder. Horses aren't ruminants, so I wonder.
Vicky Galloway says, I'm learning so much about goats that her mother and grandmother said they had the same problems too. Yeah. I'm positive my mom has thyroid. Just her TSH is off charts alone. And so she knows she has thyroid issues, but she's on no thyroid meds. Her doctors didn't put her on any thyroid meds. And I'm sure she has Hashimoto's and they haven't even checked it. So, and she goes to like 5 different doctors because she's had a stroke. So they test her for lots and lots of stuff now. Rose, did I hear y'all will be back to the HOH? I met you at the end of the day with Michigan Gardener. M.I. Gardner on Friday. Yes, we will be back. I remember meeting you. It was fun. I will definitely be back. Hopefully he'll be coming too. Goat's milk saved my son at 6 months old. He was allergic to formula and the doctors would not listen to us. My friend is a nutritionist and she recommended goat's milk and it helped. Many children have been saved by goat milk. Anyone see Mary Poppins? Uh-oh. Moderators? Part-time permies, look for Mary Poppins and make sure there's no issues. I didn't see the comment, but somebody's warned us. It's common, but also more common in women than men. Yes. They should test the right things. Not always. Most of the endocrinologists in the country are not testing the right things, at least according to the people in my group. Insurances aren't paying for it. Correct. And that's why I went to a naturopath anyway, because we don't have insurance, but the naturopath doesn't. So it's to just go to the naturopath and get somebody who's going to look at the root cause of all of my symptoms and look at the difference. Look at what a change my life has been in the last couple of months since I started treating the cause of why I was feeling that way. Area 51 Farms with Dr. Beth. I am a physician. Yeah.
I'm guessing you are Dr. Beth.
Dr. Beth. Oh, yes. Hey, can't stay long. Severe storms here in Oklahoma, like usual. I'm sorry, 50 chickens. Yes, I can't wait to see you. Hopefully you'll get to meet Ryan. Thank you, part-time permies. I don't know what was going on, but whatever. My mods are awesome. I just want to give a huge shout out to my moderators for all of the hard work that they do, keeping things. We'll pay them.
Incredible.
If you can find a good natural path, you're good. Had a lot of help myself. My first symptoms of fibromyalgia started when I was 12 years old. I didn't get diagnosed until 25 years later. Thyroid doesn't work either. My mom has the same. Yeah. My doctor suspects I probably have fibro as well. I mean, adrenal fatigue. There's many things that start to happen when you have an autoimmune disease. You start getting all of them, and it's hard. But I'm on a natural thyroid, so that's the other benefit is I'm able to take, because you guys know I like to treat everything as naturally as I possibly can. I don't like dealing with a lot of pharmaceuticals if I don't have to. So it's been really nice to treat it all in a natural way. But right now my thyroid meds are on back order, so I'm just gonna struggle through. The worst symptom that's come back with the thyroids being low is the brain. My brain's been. I asked Meg. I couldn't even say words. We were sitting there talking, and I was just like, and I'd forget what I was doing. I heated up the baby's bottle like 6 times, forgetting every time that I was in the middle of heating up her bottle. Like incredible brain fog and clarity issues in my brain. So that's not fun. Night, City Stead.
Good night.
Glad you could join us. Yeah, Chris Root. Brain fog is it's funny because when the symptoms were before I was diagnosed, I just assumed it was old age, mama brain type thing. But as they got worse and it got to the point where I was saying triangle instead of 3. I tried to say the word 3 and I said triangle. And I I couldn't correct it. I tried to correct it and I couldn't. And it was just it almost hurts your head and it hurts your heart because you're struggling to say the right thing and to concentrate and you can't, no matter how hard you try. So it's hard. I have a long list of possible fibro symptoms from a fibro specialist in Fibromyalgia for Dummies book, both on PDF. I can email them to you. Well, it's okay. I think most of the things that I'm doing now are going to be helpful to that situation as well. So you need to keep an extra bottle on hand. I had an extra bottle with just a few pills in my purse. That's a good idea though. I had just a few in my purse and I almost forgot I had them, so I at least got a few extra days. But make sure your magnesium and potassium are on level also. One helps brain fog. Do you check your vitamin levels or do you focus on your thyroid? I haven't done the vitamin level blood work yet because all of the symptoms that I was having was pointing to the thyroid, and so we couldn't afford to have all the testing done. It was really expensive to do that stuff that we did get done. So the doctor looked at all of the associated vitamins and the symptoms that I was having and the ones that could be caused by those vitamin deficiencies. So he got me on the D, on the A, on the B complex, and something else. So those are the basic vitamins that I take, and then some other supplements. And so the next testing that I'll do when I get my tax returns, when I can afford to go back and do another blood screen. Okay, yeah, reading a book and not understanding what you just read. Yeah. Can I message you to talk about goats? I would love some more in-depth convos. Absolutely, Ariel. I am always here. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram or by my email, wholesomerootsblog@gmail.com. Sorry about the screaming kid.
Well.
Thank you for joining us, Heaven Gates Cherry Farm. Specific vitamin testing is extremely expensive. I have to have it yearly. And even with the insurance paying, it costs over $300. Exactly. It was going to cost $500, I think. That's without insurance to get all of the vitamin levels tested. So that I will test it. Now that I've been on the vitamins, like that was he was really good about working with me on costs, and trying to figure out what the most important things to check were and what the most likely things I would have to take vitamins on. So when I get my tax returns, I'm going to go through another exam and see if things have improved. We'll check my thyroid levels again. We'll probably do the adrenal testing and the vitamins and just have a full workup done to see where we're at, to see if I've made some improvements. I know I've made improvements just by the symptoms, but we'll find out. Yeah, there are different types of magnesium. They tell everyone the same thing, thyroid every time. So is there some specific vitamins that you think should be tested, Dr. Beth? If you have any advice for me, I'd really, really appreciate it. My doctor specialized in thyroid, so he definitely was in the thyroid realm. And he found that I was having some serious thyroid issues. Going into a room and within half a second forget what you were doing. So many times finding cold food in cupboards and dry foods in fridge. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I almost put the milk in the cabinet after giving the kids their cereal. Apple cider vinegar does much good throughout the body. Yes, it does. Sorry. Vitamin D. Yeah, he put me on a high dose. I was at the beginning, I was on 10,000 milligram vitamin D. My mom has a history of vitamin D deficiency, and I was definitely showing the signs of the vitamin D deficiency as well. So we got on a really high dose, and then I've tapered off. And now I'm doing 2,000 every other day. Is that right?
I think you missed it when Dr. Beth asked if he was an MD.
He can prescribe and do stuff like that as well, which is nice. I think he has 2 different doctorates from 2 different areas of medicine, if I'm not mistaken. Have you ever taken wrong button? Thank you, Dolly. Was just about to read that. Rose, you should sell a shirt that says, I know I came in here for something. That's a good one. Thank you, April. She just got it. Dolly, thank you. Mama Grows, you're not a moderator, are you? You're a good moderator. I saw you whacking trolls last night in Trisha's. There you go.
Troll slayers.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I wasn't even like watching the show. I was just trying to watch it, but I was visiting with the haulers. And so there was one that I went to go click and X out, and she had already gotten it. Like, I saw it and I was like, that one. And did not even say it out loud. This guy's cool. I just saw him ask if he could ask a question. There's something sniffy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good mods are great.
Oh my gosh,
Being a troll slayer.
there is somebody called Troll Slayer.
She is. That's because she's moderated so much for so many channels that she's become the troll slayer.
I just said that. I didn't even notice.
Vitamin D once per week, 10,000. I had to have iron transfusions, also magnesium, potassium. Yeah. Hey, Rose, thanks for the suggestions this past week about homeopathic parasite treatment used on autumn, coconut oil, tea tree oil, etc. Okay, for pregnant woman, 2 toddler brought home friends. Oh. Lemongrass. So lemongrass, tea tree oil, definitely coconut oil. That's going to be... I'm pretty sure most of those are good for pregnant people, but I would double check that and just Google like each one of them and say for pregnant, and you should get some good enough answers. Or you could check with Robin at Big Bear Homestead. She knows her oils down to those specific details. What test do I request? I think I'm going crazy. That's for the thyroid, brain fog, and all that. You have to get your TSH, T4, T3, reverse T3. If you don't have the free and the reverse tested, you're not going to find out if it's all working properly in your brain. Also, the antibodies for Hashimoto's. There's 2 different antibodies. So you'll have to have those tested too. Actually, Rose, don't forget to tell them the food change will help so much. Oh, yes. You have to go gluten-free. Gluten-free is a must. But also, if you do a 3-month elimination diet where you remove any inflammatory foods, you're going to feel a lifetime of changing. Not at first. and it's hard to get through those 3 months, but I got through the 3 months. And I was able to add back in some of the foods that I really wanted to. And others I am allowing myself to have every once in a while, but no gluten. I won't do gluten again. Occasionally I have a gluten fence pill and I cheat, but that's like really, really special occasion, like when I'm visiting my family. Are your quail, button quail, or larger? They're much larger. They're meat maker jumbos. So TPSO, yes. Thyroglobulin antibodies, yes. Thank you. I'm not doing a good job of remembering words tonight. All right. I think we're getting close to winding down here. And yeah, no processed food. One time where I had a relapse in the beginning, and it was because I ate some fake turkey. It was like a vegetarian turkey, and I read all the ingredients, and none of them were on my no list. None of them. But there was definitely some type of filler ingredient that was some hard to pronounce thing that I didn't know. Do you have a worming schedule for the goats? Absolutely not. Scheduling a worming will cause parasite resistance, and you won't be able to treat your problems when they come up. I do, however, have a herbal treatment that I give them every week as a preventative. Now, that's very different than worming on a schedule. Worming on a schedule should never be done for any animal whatsoever. It causes parasite resistance, and then when you actually need that deworm, we're over our time, Daddy.
Because we did the other feed 30 minutes, and we're 45 minutes into this one, so that's like 15 minutes over.
Oh, good night, Cindy. We've been on for an hour and 15 minutes, Patrice's project. We go live at 8
I have to work.
Eastern Standard Time.
I have to work. In the
Oh yes,
morning.
no sugar. That's the no sugar. There was a lot of things on my list that I wasn't able to have, but that's another one to avoid for sure. She gets some inflammation in the body. There's a lot of things that you should cut down on to reduce inflammation, but it's hard. It's every list you look at is different. So just do as much research as possible and try to avoid as many of those things as possible, and just make sure you eat lots of good healthy vegetables and sweet potatoes and chicken. You know. Do you see anyone complaining, Rose? And then I'm like, oh no, she's talking to somebody else. I didn't mean it like that. I love you. I hope you didn't take that offensively. I don't, but can't remember the simple things I want to cry. Yeah. Darn, I almost missed you. Aw, I'm sorry you missed so much of it. All right.
400. We had like
112.
114.
114. So next week we're gonna beat that, aren't we? You guys are gonna tell all your friends about how much fun you have on your Friday nights hanging out with Wholesome Roots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're such goobers. We like our Friday nights just with you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't know that we were gonna have that goal tonight, so that was a fun change right there.
And for those of you that haven't heard, in 2 weeks, Jess from Roots and Refuge will be here at Wholesome Roots. So you will not want to miss that. And she will be here for our live show, most likely. So really looking forward to that. And it's her birthday weekend, so we're going to have to get her a birthday cake or something. Make it special.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'm just still kind of shocked that we got so many people after we had a mess up and had to restart. We had to restart, and we were able to pull it off. So that's really cool. So thank you for being a part of that.
If Jess is here for the live, I'm gonna have to have some more moderators.
Yeah, we're gonna need some of you communicate to us through an earpiece to give us the questions that we're missing, because the comments are going to be flying.
Oh yeah, I mean, she has like 500 people in her live chat.
Yeah.
So if we start getting a lot of trolls or a lot of comments, we're definitely going to need some
then
help.
It'd be like just whisper in our ear, so and so asked this question, and we'll
I think Trisha tried to do that on Marco Polo, but I wasn't about to play her Marco Polo for everybody to hear, so she disappeared right after sending me the Marco Polo. So I love Jess. She's my girl. We first started talking, it was just, you know how some people you just click with. She's just like a sister. She's awesome. All right, so we love you guys. We can't wait to see you next Friday, and I'm going to be editing my video from when the haulers were here tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. So it moves really fast. And TJ, thank you again for your gift. I meant to show it today. I actually of my got it, so I really liked it. And I'm gonna put it on the tree when we get the tree up. What is the Scotland homestead again? Oh, they were homestead in the Highlands.
Yep.
I'm trying. Sorry guys, some people are getting buffering. I don't know if it's us, but we're about to say goodbye anyway. And can't wait to see you next week. Look out for those Holler Homestead videos. And hopefully I'll get some more planting done this week, because we've got some garlic and sugarcane and sunchokes that all need to get in the ground, and we got a lot of work to do. So I got a lot of work to do. He's going to be working 21 days. So thank you guys for watching. You know the drill. Like, share, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.
Yeah, we will. You didn't say peace.
Peace. I don't know where to stop. It says end stream.
Yep. So. Posing.